Bitcoin at 200K this very year. You want to know the last information about the crypto world? Then smash the like button. It's time for Crypto News, Crypto to the Max, with your host for the most, Rodrigo Arnedo. Noticias Bitcoin. Bitcoin is about $80,000, which is okay, but what's going to happen right now? And I have all my eyes looking at $86,000 with this line. And why is that? Even though right now we're going down in this mega drop of 30% that we believe it's a regular one. Well, the thing is, we have the gap in the future CME, and you can see the moving average that I draw, and you can see how if we feel it and we go a little bit higher, we can touch both two lines. That would be precisely 19th of March, where the Fed might decide to not cut the rates, maybe raising it, and the market can then crash. This is not short-term prediction. This is something that happened. And remember, this is not financial advice. I have no idea whatsoever this is going to happen. Just a narrative that makes sense. And if that's the case, is the narrative we told you about in previous videos where we are recreating the movement that we did just in the past. And today's topic, does Donald Trump has a master plan with crypto and stocks? Maybe that's the case. Maybe he wants the markets to crash to force interest rates down so that US can refinance their debt much cheaper. Once this is done, sometime in the summer, we will see a massive bull market through the fall. That's our hope now. That's what we pray for right now. Also explained by Ask Crypto, 7 trillion US debt is the reason why Trump wants stock market to crash hard. I asked ChatGPT about this possibility that the bond price will go up, yields will come down, and the US government will be able to refinance their debt at this cheap rate. Even not just that, the lower bond yields will also push the Fed to do rate cuts, which is bullish for risk on assets. And Grok would tell me that, well, it's possible that these Donald Trump policies are going to affect the market that way. That is not probably that he has this master plan, even though he might have it, he might. But it's just that the tariff policies and the protectionism he's applying to United States right now can create volatility, can create discomfort on investors. They don't trust anymore the market. And yeah, that's a possibility that we can have pain right now in the short term, and then we can reach this 200K once this is done, when they refinance the doubt, and once the rates are cut. If that's the case, remember, we were projecting some pain till 15th August. So this would make sense with this refinance of the debt. Again, we might be tricked again. We might go to 100K. If that's the case, I'm going to sell some Bitcoin and then down, because people will take profits on 100 because we don't trust anymore this market. Then we will go up and down and up and down, and we will start the last quarter of the year. That would be amazing for us. Mark Vidal told us also about this. And the thing is that Elon Musk was on Fox telling us that United States is risking bankruptcy. The guy that knows a lot about that, because he was 6 million away of being bankrupt in the past. His family would save him with a solar panel company. Very interesting guy, Elon Musk. He risked it all. That's the way he does things. When he plays poker, he goes all in all the time till he wins. And he did. You know all about PayPal Mafia. You know about his family. And yeah, right now, creating a lot of good things after this good decision that saved the family and all his companies. Trump received the Tesla that bought from Elon Musk, and Elon Musk told us that he is going to double production in United States. So yeah, Donald Trump trying to protect Elon Musk trying to protect United States. Donald Trump will tell us that Elon Musk haven't asked for a single thing. and he has the president Donald Trump as a friend. Donald Trump has said, if this would be the other way around, if he was president and I was Elon Musk, I would have asked for some things. He've never done that. Watch the whole thing. I'm going to leave you the link in the description below. It's very interesting, as it is very interesting, this tweet from Mark Vidal, comparing what's going on with, for example, Standard & Poor's 500 or the dollar index or gold or Bitcoin price action with what happened with the first term for Trump. So that would be Trump 1.0. Right now we are in Trump 2.0. You can see that Bitcoin price action very different than what we had in the past. Also with the Standard & Poor's 500, very different too. And you can take some other assets with the idea here that, yes, you can try to do whatever you can so that the market keeps on going higher in a just manipulative way. Or maybe you can do solid things like he's trying to do so that we have this bad time now and a better future, solid one. Also, interesting controversy between democracy and dictatorship. Because, yeah, sure, if you have just 4 years to do things, you always need to use short-term solutions. If you have a longer government, then you can do more things. Donald Trump out there telling us, just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. We are all gonna make it. Thank you, Mr. President. Canada decided to post 25% electricity tariffs on the United States. We'll see all these negotiations, how work out for Donald Trump and United States and even the world. And we know more. We know that Japan will cut tax on Bitcoin gains from 55% down to 20%. That's amazing. We see now countries fighting for having us. Now in Dubai, we'll see in the future. I asked Grok if this information is true, and it seems that it's going to happen. And if we talk about tariffs, of course, we have to talk about coin tracking. You can see here on this demonstration panel how good for this guy was the investment. He had Bitcoin, 9 of them, some Ripple. That's a lot of Ripple. And the list go on and on and on. If you want to track your portfolio like this person, remember you have a 10% discount in the link in the description below. Remember that at the beginning, everything is free. But if you use the link in the future, if you have more transactions that you will for sure, you will need Pro or Expert or maybe even Unlimited, like in my case. Well, at that point, you will have a 10% discount at any point that you change into a paid version. And let me tell you today more. Maybe you are a corporation. If that's the case, you have even a better deal. Go to Corporate Coin Tracking. I'm going to leave you the link in the description below. And the thing here is that you are not going to get the 10% discount right away. When you have the interview or when you write your emails to the people that you are hiring this corporate coin tracking, you have to tell them that you come from Fan on the Right, Rodrigo Arnedo, CryptoNews, whatever the name you prefer, so they know and they will apply you. Ask for your 10% discount. Remember that is really, really cheap. Consider that an unlimited version, just a single one, will be around 700 something a year. You pay monthly, but here you're going to have 3 unlimited accounts for 1,000 euros and 200 euros for new accounts if you want to add more. So if you are a corporation, of course, this is good for you. You help the channel, you have a 10% discount in the description below. Thank you very much. And as a giveaway, I give you this coming from the Spanish Business Council. Congratulations, because they created just the other day this guide for residents and non-residents in UAE, in Dubai, for example, like myself, or maybe in other Emirates. So go there and watch it if you want to know how things works here in Dubai. And also I have some alpha. Some friend told me that if you go to the airport, there's this place. I don't know where it is exactly. It's Terminal 3 in Dubai. And there's an office where you can book some time. They will tell you the license that you need for free. They will tell you all the steps you need to do to create your own company. Maybe an interesting way of coming into the Emirates. More good news about regulations. The House just overturned the Biden administration DeFi broker rule, which would have forced providers of non-custodial software to know your customer users. Nice also that Senator Cynthia Lummis has just reintroduced her Bitcoin Act bill, which proposes buying 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years. She was so happy. They had again in the Bitcoin Policy Institute more conferences talking about Bitcoin. Senator Cynthia Lummis says that now we have Donald Trump, so that's why we can be optimistic. We can be now happy because we might have this coming into fruition. We have more support in Congress and the Senate. She's proud of trying to have that million Bitcoin in 5 years with non-taxpayer money use, funded through federal remittances, gold revaluations, and exchanges stabilization fund. Self-custody protected, no government overreach. America's betting on Bitcoin. Don't fade on it. Also, Michael Saylor was there with a very, very nice presentation. I love it. It will tell you in English everything about Bitcoin, what's important, and how good can do for you and for your country. So what's the whole thing? I'm going to leave you the link in the description below. It's 30-minute long, but there he would explain United States that they can be a superpower, accumulating 5.5 million. Not one, but 5.5 could be worth 106 trillion. This is 5x what Cynthia Lummis would acquire. He's urging President Trump to buy this amount of Bitcoin. We have, he says, 10 years before there's no more for us. And also, we have this guy telling us that we are going to have this strategic reserve, and this other one, Andrew Horns, telling us from New Markets that it would be amazing to have bonds with Bitcoin. We can have regular bonds in United States, but you can have also bonds with some Bitcoin on it, where you will have some money coming from these bonds, so it's not a risk assets, allegedly. And then also, as it has a little bit of Bitcoin inside, the benefit from that Bitcoin would be half for United States government and half for you. Very interested if this come into fruition. President Trump is considering more Bitcoin and crypto industries roundtables. We're having a lot of conversations. We want now realities. Consider that Franklin Templeton filed an ETF for XRP solicitude. Now it's 17 of them. At some point, this might come to fruition, and XRP token is going to explode, in my opinion. So many people don't believe on XRP. I don't really find it that interesting, but again, I believe it can go to $10, and if it's finally used, well, it can explode. The SEC also acknowledged Grayscale's filing for Hedera HBAR ETF, so good for them. But on the other hand, the SEC delayed decisions on multiple crypto ETFs, including some of them for XRP, for Solana, so yeah, even for Dogecoin. We have to still wait. But we have 17 XRP ETFs applications in the US already. One is approved in Brazil, one is pending in Canada. So we'll see about it. Even Singapore Exchange is planning to list Bitcoin derivatives, and Coinbase secure registration to offer Bitcoin trading in India. More bullish news. 90-year-old Saudi Salafi declares Bitcoin halal in Islam with new fatwa. So consider that Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, they compete with each other. So maybe they're going to buy like crazy because they want to be the country with more Bitcoin in this area. And what about America? Well, El Salvador and Paraguay agreeing in a regulatory framework. They are signing some things to help each other on that. And we knew that maybe Donald Trump is going to help Bukele to avoid the FMI restrictions. And we learned 3 ways where Nayib Bukele can avoid accomplishing the deal with the FMI without trouble. That would be using the private sector, mostly also donations, some commissions, fees. Yeah, that could be it. We'll see about that. Also, private miners. Remember that with all these good information, we might be in a setup, in a bear trap, maybe the biggest Bitcoin bear trap ever. If you survive now, you'll get rich. That's Crypto Robert telling us. We have to watch the stock market right now. Well, following United States, of course, Bitcoin, and Japan and China, and we are rising. Come on, Bitcoin. We have all our eyes on the CPA. We are going to have data tomorrow. It's going to be a very interesting day. And we need Jim Cramer to be wrong. He is talking good about not selling. So again, that's a bad one as he's a counter indicator. Dollar recovering a little bit. And yeah, as we go to the end of the video, I want to talk to you a little bit about open interest. This is a explanation, a thread that you might understand. I'm going to leave it in the description below. Mostly it would tell you that this open interest is people that are betting on futures on Bitcoin. So you can have Bitcoin price going up and these people betting that the future is good for Bitcoin and opening these positions for the future. Or you can have the price of Bitcoin going up and this open interest, these futures being cut, being shut down. You will have information depending on the correlations of Bitcoin going up and down and this open interest, these futures going up and down. So if you want to learn more about this, I leave you the link in the description below. I also asked GPT for a sum up that you can also learn. Just ask Grok. And I'm going to leave you CoinGlass also because there you have this site where you have the open interest change in the last 24 hours in different exchanges and also in the industry as a whole in the 12-hour time frame, even 1 hour time frame. And you can see there how the relation is between this Bitcoin price going up and the open interest for the downside and for the upwards of Bitcoin. Also, you can search this with TradingView, for example, with the Bitcoin USD.P in the exchange that you prefer. The bubbles, the altcoins are in the green a little bit. Good for some meme coins like Pepe. Good for Pi and Tau and Tia and Bonk. Maybe the altcoin season 3.0 wasn't cancelled, just delayed. What do you think about that? Leave a comment below, subscribe, use the bell for notification, give us a thumb up, give us a like. Thank you very much. Ethereum fighting between 1,700 and 2,100. And one last information that you might find interesting. I got the classical scam on my email. Be careful. We still don't know about BlockFi for Europeans, how we are going to get that money, but they are trying to take all the rest you have. So be careful. We will inform you due time. And for the last picture, again, the years 2017, 23, and 24, and how even though we might be still going down for more time, we can have a really, really nice last quarter. And who's gonna come to help us? This superhero, this cat, this kind of Batman, and he knows everything about it. He's our Satoshi Nakamoto's cat. Really nice. He wants to keep on learning about what? Well, of course, about AI with our channel, Rodrigo Arnedo Inteligencia Artificial, and also about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies here with Rodrigo Arnedo, Noticias Bitcoin Crypto News. And thank you very much for everybody that is joining the channel. Now we are going to make 20 euros in the future thanks to people like Raul, Cecilia Brudes, Dono, and all the rest that have been here for so long. Thank you, thank you. very much for that. Remember, this is all for you here on Crypto News. Health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!